So whilst I was doing research on British Shorthair Cats, I came across an interesting piece of information to do with whether or not you can find British Shorthair Cats in cat rescue centres, because we know that a lot of owners these days are looking to adopt cats rather than purchase cats outright from new owners, and therefore contribute to the problem of so many cats going to rescue centres when they're not wanted. So we're going to have a discussion today about this topic and whether or not you can actually adopt a British Shorthair cat. So one thing you need to be aware of initially is that British Shorthair Cats are actually pedigree cats, unless you choose to go for a Moggy. A Moggy is basically a mixture of breeds combined where no specific variant of a breed is present and significant. So essentially it'll have different characteristics of different breeds of cat. Whereas if you're purchasing a British Shorthair cat, it's going to be most likely a purebred cat from a family of purebred cats that have certificates and have documents to prove that actually that cat is from a purebred background. For this reason, owners of British Shorthair Cats don't typically buy their cat and then subsequently no longer have interest of it and simply either give it away or leave it stranded for a cat rescue centre to look after. British Shorthair Cats are quite an investment. They're usually anywhere between £800 and £2,000 depending on the breeder, the type of cat, the kind of diet and well-being that the cat owners and the parents actually had originally. Therefore, the type of cats that you'll usually find in cat rescue centres across the world aren't going to be the type of Moggies. There may be some mixtures of breeds in there of specific, maybe less valuable breeds, but it'll be incredibly rare for you to find a purebred British Shorthair cat within a cat rescue centre. And for this reason, although a lot of cat owners these days are looking to adopt cats where possible, depending on your circumstances, it's something you need to consider as to whether or not you are actually looking for adopting a cat or whether or not you're specifically looking for the British Shorthair breed. If you're looking for the British Shorthair breed, realistically you're going to have a little bit of a difficult time actually finding a cat within one of those sanctuaries, and you're probably going to have to look for a private breeder, obviously at cost. And the fact that British Shorthair Cats are usually kept indoors usually adds to the significance of the British Shorthair cat being a member of the family, and rather than just a pet for their kids to have, just to keep them occupied and a pet to look after. A British Shorthair cat is usually one of those family pets that's kept in the family between their initial kitten stage and through to their adult life, and potentially up until the date that they simply pass away. It isn't usually a cat that an owner will purchase for a certain period of their life and then give away. It's usually an investment throughout the entire lifespan of the cat itself. Although that's not to say that it's impossible to actually adopt a British Shorthair cat. Obviously, depending on your location and another family's circumstances, it may be a scenario where you'd be looking to either purchase or adopt for free a British Shorthair cat from another owner if their circumstances have changed and they advertise for a similar, well-trained owner to be looking after a British Shorthair cat, such as a pedigree cat. Then it's not one of those cats where you can simply just, give them any food off the supermarket shelf. If you're looking to purchase a pedigree cat or adopt a pedigree cat, you do need to be specifically knowledgeable about the type of diet that they need, whether or not you keep them indoors. If they're obviously used to being a house cat, then obviously simply letting them outdoors as soon as they change ownership may cause problems. That's not to say, of course, though, that a cat that stays as a house cat can't be trained to be an outdoor cat, although it's generally one of those sticking points where if a cat is raised a certain way, it will often prefer to stay that way rather than being therefore trained to be an outdoor cat. It will generally prefer that indoor lifestyle, and the cats themselves actually don't particularly mind being house cats, since they'll normally follow around their owners throughout the house anyway. They generally won't get bored and require the immediate hunting instinct that another cat may do outside. But the main piece of advice that we would give if you're looking to adopt a British Shorthair cat is be very wary of owners that are looking to pass off a normal cat as a pedigree breed. Make sure that you have their certificates if they're suggesting that they are a pedigree breed, and make sure that, of course, if you're being charged for the pet, you are doing your own research to determine whether or not you are actually being charged for a British Shorthair cat, as opposed to a mixture of cats such as a Moggy, or maybe a cat that actually isn't in good health and obviously will contribute towards the reason for the original owner actually giving away the cat.